One of our viewers asked this question. I'm 58 years old. I know nothing about retirement. I need help. Can you offer some suggestions? So stay tuned for the full episode. Thank you for watching. This is Richard with Wisdom Investor. One of our viewers had this question here. We're going to take a look at this. Sir, I just turned 58 years old. I'm scared to death because I don't know what I'm doing. After paying for my children's college and weddings, I'm playing catch up. I also still have a mortgage. I have somewhere over $200,000 in 401ks and IRAs. I'm currently putting in 15% in my 401k. Any suggestions on what I should do? Now, first look at this person. I think they have some potential to work with, but I can certainly understand it can be scary going from a payroll provided by your company with all your benefits taken care of and then going to your retirement income. So we're going to take a look at this situation here. If you have any suggestions yourself, leave a comment. Okay, let's take a look at the facts of the case here. He's 58 years old, has a mortgage on the house, $200,000 in 401ks and IRAs, and right now 15% deduction from employment payroll is going toward his 401k. Now I can see some positives with this person here. Let's take a look at some of his accomplishments. First of all, paid off college education. That's a big one. Currently paying down mortgage on the house, building a savings with that 15% deduction from the payroll. And he's making an effort to catch up. So there are some good things going on here. So our viewer here asks for some suggestions. So I think the first two things to do is get a handle on expenses and income. Let's take a look at expenses here first. He's got to get a handle on his cost of living. He's going to have to sit down actually and calculate all of your expenses here. So such as food, car expenses and repairs, health insurance. Is there any debt involved like credit cards, clothes, utilities, miscellaneous, house repairs, vacations, travel? Now this is something he's going to have to do because it's really going to depend on what his expenses are. Now he gave us a little bit of information about what he's saved up, so we can draw some assumptions from what information he has given. So right now he has $200,000 saved in his 401k and IRAs. He's 58. I'm suggesting he's probably going to want to wait till he's 67, hits his full retirement age. I'm estimating that's what his full retirement age is going to be. If we use the rule of 72, if he can get an 8% return on his money will double in 9 years. And of course, he'd get that 8% by being 50% in stocks, 50% in income type funds. If we use the rule of 72, he can get 8% of his money will double in about 9 years. So it'd go from $200,000 to $400,000 in his IRAs and 401ks. That's assuming he's invested in the markets continued like they've been over the last 50 years. So we made some assumptions on what his savings could possibly look like in 9 years. Now he's also having 15% taking out of his payroll right now. We don't know his income, but I'm going to use average income for a person between 50 and 60 according to Bureau of Labor Statistics. An average income between 50 and 60 is $50,000. He may be making a lot more than that. He could be making $80,000, $100,000 per year. I'm going to use this because it's the only information that I have to use. So we're going to use this $50,000 as estimated income times 15%. He's taking that out pre-tax. That's going to give him about $7,500 extra per year over the next 9 years, assuming he's going to work till 67. That comes out to $625 per month. That's deducted from his payroll each month. If he can achieve 8% on his $625 per month, that will grow to $98,292. We plug that information into a basic savings calculator, $625 per month. This is over 9 years, 8%, $98,292. Now, of course, we understand things don't always work out that simple. We're just trying to draw some assumptions here to help him out. So we're going to take this $98,000 and add it to the estimated $400,000 that we estimate his money will grow to. So here's our income projections 9 years down the road. We're estimating $400,000 in savings, an additional $98,292 from his 401k. That's going to leave him $498,292. We're going to round that up for conversation here to $500,000. So just to review here, he's going to figure out what his expenses are and kind of estimate what that's going to look like. And right now we're estimating some of his income. We're going to put all this together. We're looking at a chart here that estimates how much you can withdraw on a $500,000 nest egg. If he in retirement was earning 6% on his money, he could take out $3,000 per month on that $500,000 for 30 years. Now this is without any taxes or inflation involved. Now if we take that $500,000 potential savings again, using a 6% growth rate while he's in retirement, a 2% inflation rate, and 12% taxes, he could withdraw $2,300 per month for 25 years in retirement. That's assuming he's invested in 50% equity to 50% income portfolio mix. Keep in mind when we're talking about investments, there's always risk with investments. We can't guarantee any future returns based on past history, but we're using some assumptions here to get an idea of what it could look like. The other potential area of income for him is his Social Security. Right now today, the average Social Security for everybody is $1,543 per month. That's for 2021. So we're going to assume if he works to full retirement age, we're going to estimate his full retirement age Social Security at $2,000. Now it may be a little bit higher than that, but we're just using those numbers right now for estimates. Again, he's going to find out the expenses, and we're estimating some of his income to help him out here. So here's how the income picture looks based on the information we have here. We're estimating his potential savings of $500,000, taking out $2,300 per month on that, and we did include some inflation on that, so this number would grow each year. The $2,300 would grow each year by 2%. Social Security at $2,000 per month. The average COLA, or cost of living increase, is 1.5%. We're showing a total income here of about $4,300. We didn't figure any tax on the Social Security here. To be conservative, I'm going to use a number based on the information we have that he's going to have $4,000 per month to work with. So what he would do at this point, he's going to take his $4,000 per month and subtract what he estimates his expenses. This will give him an idea where he's at. If his expenses are $5,000 or $6,000 per month, he's going to need to find ways to start cutting back by the time he gets to retirement age. Also, it's important to work until your full retirement age in this particular scenario. If you were born after 1960, your full retirement age is 67. This will allow you to build your savings and increase your Social Security. The other thing I wanted to add, he's having 15% deducted from his payroll. He could go up to a maximum of $19,500, and then there's a catch-up provision which allows an additional $6,500. The other thing to look at is maybe doing a Roth 401k if it's available through his workplace. One other thing he may want to look at is converting his 401ks and IRAs into a Roth IRA. He'll have some tax advantages when he goes to take his money out. So our viewer was scared about retirement here, but looking at this, I see some real potential here. Again, if you have any comments, leave your comments on this, but I think he does have some potential to make his retirement very successful. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for future updates.